In this week's video, we cruised the ICW down south to wait for our weather window to cross to the Bahamas. We fixed our anchor chain, we got to play in Biscayne Bay, and stay tuned to Talking From Our Aft, and we talk about our Refit Boat Hummingbird and whatever happened to that. Otherwise, they're all sleeping. Our air conditioner generator is running great. Everything's going really well. So we'll see.
What did we think? We had almost 60 miles to go to Miami?
Yeah, so via the ICW. So we left Cocoa Beach 2 days ago. We got fuel. You saw that in last week's video, and then now we're just getting down to Miami, and then we're gonna wait for our weather window to cross the Bahamas. But look at this water. It's like flat, dead calm.
Sunrise.
The sunrise, it's about 6 something in the morning, and the sunrise is just so beautiful. That is like really close.
So today is bridge day.
Lots
as we call it, because there's a lot of bridges. We've already gone under one. We got another one right here. A lot of slow speed zones, a lot of traffic. Best to do Lauderdale, Miami on a weekday, not a weekend, and especially on a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Which we have done, and it does suck. Bridges are on Channel 9, and we do, let me grab this. So we go through and we write down the order that we're going through them. This is from a previous trip.
Bridge name, bridge height.
I think this time we're going backwards.
And then we write down the time the bridge is open, and you have to hail them on Channel 9.
Yeah, so some
and request an opening.
A lot of ours, because we can clear a 20-foot bridge, and a lot of them are 21 plus 3 or 4 in the middle, so 24, 25 feet. So we're pretty fortunate. We only have to open about 4 or 5 bridges, and those are bridges that like everybody has to open.
Yeah, like 9 feet.
Yeah, so
but if it was 18 feet, we're not going to clear it.
Yeah, we just went under one that was 20, and I went up and looked, and we could do 19, but I don't think we could do 18. Yeah. Not without pulling off an anchor light or something.
I don't want to do that.
So last night when we dropped anchor, we noticed it was pretty flaky and didn't look so great. We went ahead and pulled all of it out, and the second half of our chain looks great still. So we're going to do what's called an end over end. We're going to pull all the chain out, and we're going to flip it around backwards, since we tend to only use the first half of our chain. Got the end of it. We'll go down below and unattach it from the boat.
Because of provisions, we have a lot of food in my room, so I will have to move it out of the way to get into
chain locker.
The chain locker.
Alright, let's see what we got in there. Is that at the end?
That's the end.
You got another light here.
You've hit the end!
So this is called the bitter end. You always want to have it attached to your boat so it doesn't just lose, but you'd like it attached in a way with a line where if it gets to the end, there's enough here that it'll pull it through, and then it'll either keep it, or if it's an emergency and I feel the need to cut it loose, I can just take a knife and cut it loose. So I'm going to go pull this up, and then we'll pass down the new end, or the other end, and retie it. Caleb, you got those tools? The yellow and the red one.
There you go.
So this is a Mantis swivel. It's, I really like the way they've designed it. It never gets jammed up. And the chain link goes all the way inside here, and there's a big piece of metal to hold on to it. So now we'll take the other end that used to be down there on the anchor, and we'll drop this down here, connect it to the line attaching it to the boat. Alright. Here it comes, put it back in. All done. So we just swapped the chain, traded ends, and the reason we did that again was because we have like 250 foot of chain. I don't think I've ever put out more than about 120. And so standard is about 70 to 90 feet for us. So we never use that other 100 on the other end. So it's in much better condition, and we'll use it up, and then probably in another year or two we'll replace the chain.
Watching the island just disappear.
So we're anchored down here just in the north end of, we're just north of Biscayne. We're like Miami, right by Hollover. Big squall just came through. It's just finishing up. And we were anchored this way, and then the wind came through and turned us this way, and then it switched to around this way. So we spun like a 360. I got to give a shout out to my Mantis. We didn't move at all. Just love that thing. See the city again.
There's the island again.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Wait, you gonna do it?
No!
You're 13 now.
So that doesn't work. Cut your head off. Not that again. So I was swinging on the buoy, then Dad untied it. But he was still holding on to it, and he let it down slowly. So I swam to the back of the boat. But actually, he told me to grab onto this line, and I just slid down when I grabbed it. So now I'm gonna move it somewhere else. Probably to the back. Get your own dinghy, Caleb. I mean, buoy. Have I been calling it a dinghy this whole time? Okay, good. I'm glad. Can I have one?
No, don't push. You got it?
Try and hang back here.
No.
Caleb?
Stop it.
This is so funny.
Are you gonna push me?
Nope, go.
Who's that?
You guys all look so fun.
No, I'm good.
Nice work, Caleb. Are you going to tie it onto the swim platform?
Chase?
What? No, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea.
What are you two doing?
I don't see this working out well. Hello and welcome to this week's video of
Talking from our aft.
It's Crazy Hair.
From the Bahamas.
Both of us are crazy hair. So in this video, our aft question we're going to answer is our refit boat. Because that was one of our goals before we left for the Bahamas, is we wanted to sell our refit boat. Hummingbird is the name of it. And then we sometimes referred to it as Prince as well. Because we we sanded and polished off the name Hummingbird. And so it was the boat formerly known as Hummingbird.
So of course we call it Prince.
So we called it Prince.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that reference, you're way too young to be watching this.
But yeah, no, it's done. Didn't get what I wanted for it, like as far as what I thought it would be worth. But I think part of that was the market has changed in the last 6 months.
Especially the season we're in right now.
And but you know what? We didn't lose money. We made a little bit of money on it. And it's out of our hair. And we're on to the next one. So
so yeah, so to back up, we bought this boat in December.
I think, yeah, November, December.
And with some friends of ours, Discipleship, who are currently in the Abacos in the Bahamas. And we worked on it together all January, February, March.
Yep.
Put it for sale mid-March.
March,
April, and then finally sold it.
So I'm watching because we're blowing this way, and I want to make sure we're not dragging. I think our chain's just stretching out. Everything, anchor should be fine, but it's kind of been twisting. We set the anchor the other direction, and now we're going this way.
So sneak peek, in our videos, we're not quite in the Bahamas yet, but our Talking from our apps, we do more of a live, and then we tag them on at the end.
That's right.
So keep watching every Friday, and we're getting there. We're getting to the Bahamas.
But yeah, so it's done. It's gone. I honestly, if I knew I was going to sell it for what I sold it for, I don't know if I would have done it, because the amount of hours I put in, it would have been better for me to just
bill the hours.
Bill hours to other people, you know, at my normal rate as a mechanic. But we also bought the boat back when it should have sold for quite a bit more than what we sold it for.
But I still think it's a piece of the puzzle with Chris doing his Captain Chris Knapp business and captaining and mechanicking and brokering and refurbishing and refitting. I think it was a piece to test it out and try it. So I still would do it again. I would do it again.
Yeah,
I never thought we were going to sell it for what you wanted to sell it for. But we didn't lose any money. So really no one's out, and we got to try something. And I'd refit a boat again in the future, but very differently.
Yeah, and I also...
Different situation, different boat, different, your exit strategy.
Oh, different exit strategy.
I'd have a different exit strategy.
Gotcha.
I want to Airbnb a boat. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. So anyway, that's done. If you need help and you're in my area refitting your boat, please feel free to reach out to me. I do that kind of work.
If you don't know what area we're in,
we're going to be between... I think we're coming back to Vero Beach area, right? So anywhere from like Cocoa Beach down to Fort Pierce, or Cape Canaveral down to Fort Pierce. In there, anywhere in that area.
East Coast of Florida.
Yep, East Coast Florida. And if you want to pay the travel fee and put me in a hotel, you can. I'll go anywhere.
It's a true story.
So thanks so much for watching this week's video. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep watching as we take off for the Bahamas. And
like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, all the things.
For those of you on Patreon, we really appreciate your support.
Thank you. And if you aren't familiar with Patreon, we have been updating our Patreon members quite often, so they get live, up-to-date video, pictures, all of it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and always enjoy the journey. interesting. See what's going on here.
Right up behind us.